Hello everyone, and welcome to our presentation on proposals. My name is Shayhan, and I will be your presenter today. This presentation was prepared by myself and my partner Min, so let's get started. Here's an overview of what I would be covering today. So by the end of the presentation, you will be able to define what a proposal is, identify the situations where proposals would take place, the structure of a proposal, and the kinds of proposals there are. So there are different kinds of proposals for different kinds of situations, and additional elements for the proposals, and of course the 7 C's in writing proposals. And these will come in handy when you're writing a good proposal because you want to make sure you get your point across and get that proposal approved. So that brings us to the question, what is a proposal? And why do we need to know how to construct one? Well, a proposal often is a response to a request for proposals by a government agency, organization, or a company. So if you see RFP on the slides later, it means a request for proposal, and now you know what it means. And a proposal also persuades a reader that something is worth doing. You need to identify the problem, and you need to persuade the person that you're sending the proposal to that the proposal is worth their time. You also need to offer a plan to solve a problem or take advantage of an opportunity. Here is an example of a situation where a proposal can be used. So the scenario is as follows. Company A notices that their staffs aren't motivated at work. They decide to issue a request for proposal looking for a solution to motivate their workers. So you as a staff have been seeing this problem for a while. What would you do? If the answer is writing a proposal, then you're absolutely right. What solution would you propose? Please let us know in the comments below. So now we know what a proposal is, but how do we construct it? On the right, you can see the general format for a proposal. So feel free to pause this video and read through the draft proposal that you see on the right. Hi, welcome back. Now that you have read the proposal in the figure, let's dive into the details of what should be included. So you need an introduction and a background, a problem statement, a purpose, motivation, goals, objectives. You pretty much want to know what you want to convey to the reader. The definition of scope and approach, and review the state of the art. You need to make sure that you know what you're talking about. You need a technical background, a project description, a schedule of work and a timeline just so that you know by when it should be approved, a budget, qualifications, and of course, you have your conclusion. So by now, you should have a general idea about proposals, what they look like, and how you can construct one. Now we will look at the kinds of proposals that we can construct. So there are 4 kinds of proposals, and number 1 is solicited proposals. So this is in response to an RFP that we spoke about before. Next, on number 2, we have unsolicited proposals. So these are problems or opportunities that are perceived by the writer. And if you see something that could be improved, or if you notice a problem, this is when you would write a proposal. And number 3, we have internal proposals. So these are written for within an organization. And at last, we have external proposals. So it's written to a different organization. Say you're doing business with another organization and you have a proposal, that's when it would come into play. Here is an example of a situation in the workplace where a proposal would be ideal. So the scenario reads as follows. So Min is the leader of a UI development team in Google, and he found that it's really hard for his team to communicate with Google's back-end development team, since both of the teams' work are closely related. So as a result, he wants to tell his supervisor that he needs a weekly meeting for the 2 teams to discuss and keep things on track. So what proposal, or what kind of proposal rather, should be used? So let us know in the comments below. Now let's talk about some elements that you should include in your proposal. So you need to prove that you have the required skills or experience, and you need to make sure that the reader understands this as well. So you always need to back up your ideas with correct facts. And the use of graphic to enhance ideas. So sometimes figures and tables would definitely help getting your point across. and include secondary research to add credibility. And of course, choose the right format of proposals. So when writing a proposal, always remember the 7 C's of writing a proposal. Adhere to them and you will be able to construct an excellent proposal. So what are the 7 C's? The 7 C's are a proposal needs to be clear, needs to be coherent, it needs to be concise, it needs to be courteous, it needs to be concrete, it needs to be complete, and it needs to be correct, of course. So here are the 4 stages of implementing a project idea. And stage 1 is pre-project planning. Stage 2 is project development. Stage 3 is project implementation. And stage 4, you have your project completion. Feel free to pause this video and take a look at all the points at each stage. And now that you've got through this video, we do have a question for you. So what are the 4 kinds of proposals? Try to answer this without rewatching the video. Thank you for watching our video on how to make a proposal. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below on this thread, and of course your answers to the questions that we asked you in the slide. Have a great day.